First off, I would like to say thank you for clicking on this video and giving me your most valuable resource, which is your attention, right? And not to TikTok or YouTube Shorts or Reels, where you just fry your dopamine receptors. After this video, you will have received so much value that will make you endless amounts of money, all right? So that is my promise. And in this video, I'll cover how I made $12,600 a month with SMMA after 14 days, all right? So here was me, just cold calling every single day. Cold calling every single gym in the UK twice, all right? Getting nothing out of it. Just, okay, not nothing. I got no clients, but I got a lot of experience, a lot of grit, a lot of skills that I learned from that, right? So yeah, it's currently around 9 p.m. So when I stutter a bit or when I can't speak, that might be the case. Or the carbs that I've been eating throughout the day. Or I'm just tired, I don't know. But I have to get this video out. And yeah, so it was like, I think there was 16 September, I'm not quite sure, or like 12, I'm not like quite sure, but anyway, this is around 12 to 18. So it's like 14 days. I figured it out or I calculated it a few months back. But yeah, this is a screenshot just to prove that is the case. And there's a small pebble right here, is like a deposit or something, so that doesn't count as a client. But yeah, so that's essentially how I did that. End of the video. No, I'm kidding. So that's just the first part. So here's what we're going to cover. Just some background on what I've done, what I've been able to accomplish, all that cool stuff, how it happened, right? So how did I actually make this happen, like this transformation right here? And then addressing your concerns, why saturation is a good thing, right? 10K a month is simple, not easy. That is the thing I preach, right? And getting to six figures, so $100,000 a year, how do we actually do that? So these are the things we're going to cover, right? So some background, I wish I could tell you it was all sunshine and rainbows, but unfortunately that was not the case. It might look like that on my Instagram or the YouTube, but I was making content when I was broke. You can look at my oldest video. It's kind of cringe watching it, but like I just knew I will make a lot of money. I just knew that, all right? So that's why I made the videos. I don't want to make the videos and then, say all my goals and, say what I'm going to achieve and not achieve it. Like I'm going to look like an absolute loser. So the first time I made that video, I might not look confident, but I knew deep down I was going to make this shit happen, all right? And exactly 1 year ago, I decided to embark on the SMMA journey. If I knew all the pain and rejection I had to go through, it would be hard to say if I would do it again. So, obviously when I started out, I was oblivious. I didn't know about all this rejection, all this pain, but because of the sunken cost, where I already invested so much time and energy into this thing, like I just had to see it through. And as I say a lot, like becoming a millionaire is easier than being broke. Like it's literally easier. Becoming a multi-millionaire, successful, jacked and rich is easier than being fat and broke. It's easier. It's literally easier because you either have to go through pain. Pain is inevitable. You have to go through pain of discipline or pain of regret. Pain of regret is so much shittier. There's no other way to say it. All right. The pain of regret, like being broke and just staying comfortable and just, shitty body, just fat and just broke, no money in your bank account, can't travel, can't buy steak, you can't do anything. You're just stuck. That pain is so bad. Then the pain of discipline is also quite bad, but like I would rather go through that. That's why I say the pain of discipline, the pain of actually achieving success is less than the pain of staying the same, right? So luckily I was oblivious. The pain of staying the same was worse than the pain of change, at least at the time, all right? So when I was going through the initial stage, like that was painful a lot. Obviously I didn't post it because like I was just working all the time, but that pain drove me like a lot. Just staying the same, that was just terrible. That pain of mediocrity and just staying the same and just being mediocre and average, like that was death. So I was either achieving or dying. So that was literally what I told myself. I now run a successful marketing agency doing multiple six figures a year. So six figures is basically $100,000 a year. Multiple of those. It's not, not to brag or anything. It's just to showcase that like I know what I'm talking about. I've achieved some success, but like this is nothing. Like I feel broke. Like this is poor. I wanted to make a lot more money. All right, and enjoying total freedom and all that cool stuff. So this is where I want to get you right at this stage. because that's like, I can't teach more because I obviously haven't been there. I can teach you to get to this stage, all right? So that's some background and how it happened. My entire day was just focused on one, getting leads. So lead is essentially someone you can contact to showcase your service, your offer, right? And converting those leads. So getting leads is outreach on email and Instagram. So that's what I was doing. You can get leads, a lot of other ways, but this is what I was doing. Getting leads on YouTube. So just going to the about page, getting the email, and that's how I got the email. And Instagram, obviously just searching their name and then converting those leads. So appointment booking, sending the email back and forth, and then sending the calendar link so they can book a call, and then sales, where I hop on the Zoom call and actually convert them through my words and persuasion, and then they give me money after the call. So that's what I was doing my entire day, all right? I was sending 65 messages every single day, 6 days a week. Missed one day on Instagram in 3 months. So like, I literally didn't miss a day. Okay, well, I missed one, but like that doesn't even count by the sheer volume of the work I did. 3 months, 6 days a week. Like that's a lot of days, and I missed one. So it's like it fades. It doesn't even count. All right. The first month I got a handful of meetings, like probably less than 10. I closed none. Second month, same thing, still closed none. Third month, I closed $12,600 cash collected. So that's just for the 1 month. Like usually they stay for 3-4 months. So that's like almost $40,000 I made in revenue in that 1 month. And this happens to so many people. Like when it rains, it pours. Like that's the saying. Like it's this exact image right here, right? You're doing all this work. You're seeing no effort. Like not even a single diamond, not one client. But like just that one month, I made 12,600. I just struck gold because like it's like God or the universe is testing you to see if you can actually see it through, see if you can actually make this happen and actually go through the BS, right? And all this BS. That's me right there. Like I knew I was gonna strike gold. I just kept on going. And it's like God is testing you to see if you actually want this thing as bad as you say you want it, right? It's giving you no hope, but you just know you will see it through. And then with a matter of time, like you will make it happen. And momentum and consistency compounds. It took me 27 sales calls, and I think it was 2,734. Don't quote me on this. I forgot the exact number. Emails, right? And that was just emails. I was sending DMs as well every single day, 25 to be exact, to sign my first client. It refunded me 2 weeks later because of some family issue. So like then I had to do the whole thing over again. But luckily I was starting from experience. So yeah, that's how it happened. So now addressing your concerns. Okay, SMMA saturated. Like, no, marketing will never saturate. It's like, what do you mean? That's the main form of acquisition. Like, how else are you going to get clients? It's a primary form of client acquisition, turning a stranger to a client. And you do that marketing through social media. It's like, how else are you going to do billboard ads for your clients? Like, what do you mean? Saturation is actually a good thing, but it's more on that later, which I mentioned. What I'm going to cover is why saturation is a good thing. So marketing will never saturate, like never. Like how else are you going to let people know about your service and product? Through marketing, and you do that through social media. So it's just on the rise, right? Just take a sip of my creatine water. So yeah, I can't do it. He was lucky, right? I hear that a lot. You're right, you can't, and you will never achieve your goals. You can't do it. Are you happy now? Are you gonna stay average? Like, if that's what you want, cool. But like, I'm guessing you don't want that. So how does that make you feel? Just staying average. You can't do it. You're not lucky, right? So, is that now the end goal? Okay, cool. So now let's get to work. I don't have any motivation. Well, good luck staying broke then. I don't know what I can say about that. Where do I start? So free YouTube is probably best. Obviously, when you don't have any capital, to acquire the skill set, and to actually acquire the skill set of client acquisition, signing clients, turning a stranger into a client. And then freelancing, just getting your foot in the door, making some decent money. And then courses and mentorships is like the holy grail. That's where you get results pretty quickly. And I don't have enough money to start. SMMA is the business model that requires the least amount of startup cash. Like you just need to pay for some software. Like that's all. You can't start with zero. Like no, like zero money. Like you can't. $0 you can't. It's at least like $100 to $300 a month. That's what you need. All right. So that's the least amount of money you need. Like the business model that needs the least amount of startup cash. And then I fear rejection. Like we all fear rejection. Like that's hardwired in our brain. If we face rejection 10,000 years ago, it meant death. So if you face rejection now, it's like your brain thinks you're gonna die, but you were kicked out of the tribe and you starved to death. All right. Fortunately, today you'll survive. Like you will not die if you face rejection. I faced 10,000 plus rejections. Realize they're all rejecting your offer and not you as a person. Because most people, business is an extension of you. Like you are so invested in this thing. So when people reject your offer, feels like they're rejecting you and your skill set and your beliefs and all that. But it's not the case. They're just rejecting your offer. It's nothing to do about you. Like you're not that special. Trust me. And also just grow up. Like if you want to build a business, like you just need to face that rejection. Are you gonna let rejection be the thing that stops you from achieving your goals? If so, like good luck sleeping at night. But anyway, why saturation is a good thing. We've all heard the blue ocean, red ocean. Just go with the blue ocean with no clients or no competition, and you'll win, right? But that's actually BS. We've all heard the blue ocean, red ocean theory, where blue ocean equals no competition, like no competitors, no one looking to steal your clients. And red ocean, right? Red ocean is a lot of competition, a lot of sharks, a lot of people out here looking to steal your clients. I would like to change your mind on saturation. I like to go after competitive markets, so red oceans, with a lot of people. Reason being is because it displays demand. So if there's a lot of people in a specific industry, it means there's a lot of demand. So people are looking to solve a specific problem, right? Reason there's a lot of supply, like agency owners, for example, in a specific market or just in general, it's because there's a huge demand. Like there's a huge demand for businesses to grow their business through digital marketing or social media marketing. So every single business needs that. That's why there's so many agency owners, right? So you want to go to that market. All you need to do is just be better than your average competitor and all the clients will flood to you, right? It's pretty easy because nowadays no one even tries, right? No one tries. So you just need to be a bit better, just put in a little bit more effort and you will get all the clients, right? And as I said, like it showcases the demand. So it means there's people actually looking to solve that problem. So we can come in, right? Just be a bit better. You'll get all the clients, right? So yeah. And so you don't need to be scared of saturation. Embrace it and crush your competition. Like no one is even trying. Like if you just try a bit, you will succeed. Trust me. And blue ocean is like when you go there, there's no life. There's no clients. There's no competitors. There's nothing. So you might strike gold, but it's very rare you do that with a blue ocean. You can, it showcases no demand for anything. If there was demand, there would be supply, but there's no supply even. There's no agency owners. There's no competitors. So like, why would there be demand if there's no supply? There might be a lot of demand that people just don't know about. There's like a big solution people crave that people just don't know about. But like to strike gold in that, like it's pretty difficult. Although it's possible, if you're starting out, I would do this one, even though it looks scarier. Trust me, this one's scarier actually. Yeah. So 10K a month is simple, but not easy. I still remember like this was my first ever payment. And he actually refunded me like 2 weeks later. Crazy. So 10K a month is pretty simple and straightforward. Just look at the numbers. Like business is all numbers. So this is all you need to do. Your goal is 10K a month, right? Let's reverse engineer this. Like you want to work with the end in mind. There's a book that I read as well. What was it? I think it's not Feeling is the Secret. It's by Neville Goddard or something like that. It's one of his other books. And he said, you want to think from the end, not of the end, right? You don't want to think of the goal. You want to think from the goal. Because if you think from the goal, it's like you already achieved it. So it will take the necessary action to actually get to your goal. But if you think of the goal, there's separation between the object and the subject. There's a separation. But if you think from the goal, it's like you are one with the goal, and over time, it's just a matter of time before you actually achieve the goal. Because you don't achieve a goal, you achieve a character, and the goal is just a byproduct. But that's not what this video is about. All right. So let's reverse engineer this. Let's just get practical, not like woo-woo. All right. Let's say your average client is $2,500. I wouldn't suggest less. And you can tell a lot about a person of how much they charge for their first client, because that showcases just confidence. It's just confidence. You don't have any social proof. You have no testimonials. You haven't even delivered the service yet. You don't even know what you're doing. So it's all just confidence in your abilities to pull it off. So you can tell a lot by someone of how much they charge for their first client and actually sign. So that's 4 clients of $2,500. 4 clients, that's obviously $10,000. If your close rate is 10%, which will be probably less when you're starting out, you have no script, no guidance, no course that taught you anything, it will probably be like 1%. But anyway, you'll close 1 out of every 10 calls. Like 1 out of every 10 is obviously 10%. So in order to get 40 clients, you need to conduct 40 calls, right? Because 10% of 40 is obviously the 4 clients, and the 4 clients of 2,500 each will get you to 10K, right? So to get 40 calls, you need to book 57 sales calls, because only 70%, only 70% will show up. That's just the industry thing. Like, not everyone who books a call will show up to the call. That just happens. I don't know, like they book and then they just vanish off the earth. They don't even tell you. So to book 57 sales calls, you need to send 3,800 emails with a 1.5% appointment booking rate. So if you're starting out, you have no guidance, no mentors, no course teaching you anything, you'll probably have appointment booking rate. And that's basically just the emails you send to an appointment you book through your Calendly. That's appointment booking rate. That will probably be less than 1.5%. Like mine at the moment is closer to 3%, which is like amazing. So I need to send less emails to get the same amount of bookings. So it's just more efficient. But yeah, you need to send your only goal right now. Your goal isn't 10K a month. Like that's not your goal. Your goal is to send 3,800 emails. That's your goal, right? And when I was sending 65 a day, like look at this, 3,800 divided by 65. So it took me like, how much is that? Like 60 days, right? See, that's essentially how it, like 60 days. That's how much it took me roughly. So, and that was with the right guidance. That was like with a mentor who makes $1 million a month teaching me. So if you don't have that guidance, it will probably take you like 2 years. So the only thing standing between you and making $10,000 a month is sending 3,800 emails. That's all. Like that's all you need to do. It's not about 10K a month. It's not about how much should I charge. It's not about what sales script should I use. None of that. It's like just send 3,800 emails. And those 65 emails I sent was all personalized. Like every single one was personalized. So yeah, that's obviously why it took like the entire chunk of my day. It's simple, right? It's very simple. Like look at this. You just send 3,800 emails. But like that's not easy. Okay, it's simple to follow. Like just do this. Literally, this is the game plan. But like it's not easy. So you're getting to 6 figures, which is essentially $100,000 a year. So focus on 1 to 2 channels. This is like the dumb guy. And then like the intellectual guys, like now you need SEO, billboards, you need Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, you need Pinterest ads, Snapchat and cold email, all firing at once, with all these different systems. And then like this other smart guys, like, just focus on 1 to 2 channels. So the dumb guy, the people who succeed in business are either like so dumb, they just execute on everything, or so intelligently smart that they know exactly what to do. Like these people usually fail. So they're just doing everything at once. I don't know where I fall into. Probably this guy. I just execute on everything. And I've like some moments of this guy. But anyway, so all you need to get to 6 figures per year is 1 product, or service. When you're doing social media marketing, it's probably a service. 1 channel, which is essentially a channel is like the way of you getting is like your client acquisition channel is like emails, or is it DMs, or is it free content, is it like all this stuff, TikTok, is it TikTok ads? I was using cold email and cold outreach through DMs. So I was doing 2 channels, but I realized the DMs didn't work at all. Like I got like 5 bookings in like 3 months. So I just scrapped that and went all in on cold emails. That's where all my traffic comes from my social media marketing agency. It's just cold emails. I don't do anything else. And one avatar. So just one avatar is like, your avatar is essentially like your client avatar, like your ICP, your ideal client profile. That's another fancy way of saying the same thing, but like it's just the type of client you serve. And it's an avatar is essentially a person who experiences the same problems and desires. All right, so it's not like a gym guy and then like a hair salon. It's like an avatar is just the gym guys. That's essentially it. It's just one niche, right? That's actually what it's one niche or one avatar. It's kind of the same thing. So please don't offer more than one service. Like one service is all you need. Like I hear a lot of people, they open a call with me for my one-on-one consulting, and they're like, oh, I do media buying, I do like websites, I do email marketing, I do content, I do like, SMS marketing, and do all this stuff for clients. And then I ask them like, so how many clients do you have? And they're like, 0. It's like, bro, you don't even have a company. Like, what do you mean? When people say, oh, I run a social media marketing agency, and then I ask them, okay, so how's the business going? I'm like, oh, it's doing well. Like, I got my website up, doing the cold outreach and all that. And then also, how much is the revenue? How's the revenue doing? I don't want to ask it directly because this is me trying to qualify them for the call. So I don't want to ask like from the get-go, like how much money you make. I'm just saying, how's the business going? And then I can, hear from that, okay, how much money are they making? And they say, oh, I have no clients. Like, you don't have a business at that stage. You don't have a social media marketing agency. You just have an idea. You have nothing. Once you've got clients in, then you have a social media marketing agency. All right? You don't have a business yet. You don't have money coming in. It's just an idea in your head. So when you offer all this stuff, you don't realize this, but you actually sound stupid. Like, when you say all this stuff, just focus on one thing. One channel to advertise that thing, and one avatar or one niche. This is all you will ever need to get to 6 to 7 figures. 7 figures is like $1 million every single year. You just need one of these, one product, one service, one channel, one way of getting those clients, and one niche. That's all you need. Getting to 7 figures is just doing the above consistently. So just actually tracking everything, meaning ways of tracking your inputs and outputs and optimizing the hell out of them. So just seeing what exactly you need to do to get a client, right? And to get a client, like that's the output, and the input is you just getting the traffic in. So if it's like YouTube or organic YouTube, or it's like cold email, like my social media marketing agency, just tracking those inputs, optimizing the hell out of them. Like I've optimized my email system every single week for the past year. So it's so optimized. So even to the exact word, where the sentences are, how long each copy is, the Loom video, like it's just so optimized. It's crazy. So that's why my calendar is fully booked with just emails. I don't even, I'm looking to run ads, but like I'm going to be so fully booked. I'm going to make so much money. I don't know if I'm ready for that. So yeah, just that's how you do it. It's just getting to 6 figures. This is all it is. It's not that difficult. It's $8,333 a month. And I've got an ebook that actually explains exactly how to do that in 8 steps. So if you want that, just DM me the word ebook on Instagram. Like I don't even know I was going to make this plug, but like it's a free ebook. So just, DM me the word ebook and so that I know you want it. So I can just search on my Instagram, like on the DM section, I can just search ebook, and then everyone who sent me that message, you can just provide your email as well. So I can just send it over to your email. And there, this is a free ebook. It's 13 pages long, like exactly what you need. It's called a 6-pack at 6 figures. So how to get to 6 figures and how to get a 6-pack. Because like that's what else do you need in this world. But yeah, that's essentially it. Thanks for staying to the end. You're an absolute real one. I appreciate it. I appreciate your attention. And I know you got a lot of value from this video because I put a lot of time and effort into this video. And I know if you execute on this, like you will win. And as I said at the beginning as well, like I just knew I was gonna win. Like yeah, I, I, well, I'm actually yeah. I was when I took this photo, I knew I would make this video. This was like this was my cold calling stage. Like I was just cold calling every single gym in the UK. I took this photo to make a YouTube video in the future. That's how certain I was. I smiled there because I knew I was gonna win. Like how I don't understand this. Like people are like, oh, I'm scared I'm gonna fail. Like I 100% knew I was gonna succeed. There was just no other way. That's the spot you want to be in. You don't want to be in this. I don't know. Like you need to burn all the bridges because like staying in a 9 to 5 job or doing your side hustle here and there, you're not fully committed to this thing. You're not fully committed. So when you burn everything else, you put your back against the wall. How else are you going to fail? You're already at zero. Like you can't go go behind the wall. Like you're already stuck there. So all you can do is win. And I took this photo. I can literally remember it because I took it. But like I was just like with the laptop there, and I took this photo. Like what angle can I use so it looks best on my future YouTube video where I showcased how I succeeded with this business that I have 0 clients with. So delusional self-confidence gets you a long way. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and then yeah, I'll see you on the next one. Cheers.